Hello there, pilots. Remember Titanfall 2? You know, the shooting game hailed as one of the best FPS games of all time? That was released like... Wait, when was it? Oh my dear lord. Almost 8 years ago? 8 years. Sorry, I need to take my pills. Just hold up for a second. Much better. Yeah, that Titanfall. I don't know about you, but if the game was so successful, shouldn't there be a sequel already? Seriously, where is it? And why is the subreddit essentially becoming the Blight Town from Dark Souls, where everybody is going hollow? And what are these pills they are talking about? Well, I guess a lot of you know how the story goes. So let me briefly recap the story of my peoples, the pilots of the Elden Days. Titanfall 1 was released in 2014 to a decently warm reception. On concept it was a solid shooter, although the implementation of the story as narration in PvP maps was kind of clunky. Despite that, the game garnered a solid player base, so a sequel was announced shortly after. Titanfall 2 was launched in October of 2016 and things already back then didn't look great. EA had essentially started burying the game beforehand, because for some reason they decided it would be a great idea to release the game in between Battlefield 1, one of the most thematical battlefields of all time, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. As a result, the sales weren't great.
Sorry, I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer.
The game was great though. Players from Titanfall 1 loved the game to bits. New pilots who bought the game fell in love with it too. The gunplay was really good, the movement solid, and the story was innovative. With dope like time travel. Freaking time travel! Back then, when we hadn't realized how much of a letdown the game had been financially, we believed more content would be made for years. And for a time, players were fed well, especially with the arrival of the Monarch update. What made Titanfall 2 special was the tight-knit community. There were even some community-made stuff, like banners. I think especially the community aspect around Titanfall 2, around its peak, was the thing that's remembered the most fondly. But after a while, we stopped getting updates. Surely this meant that Respawn had started to make Titanfall free? That belief was strong. The anticipation sky high. Turned out it was true. Respawn was cooking up something. More staff hirings, higher budgets, increased studio activity. And then, the long-awaited hour of revelation arrived. Apex Legends, a battle royale set in the Titanfall universe. I mean, this could work. There's Titanfall weapons, champions instead of pilots, but with kinda the same abilities, and I don't know, I feel like something is missing.
Guys, where are the Titans?
Where did these lead weights come from, and why can't I jump? Why can't I wall run? Where's my jetpack? Where are all the grunts and the reapers? Okay, maybe not the reapers, but the grunts? Apex simply wasn't the same as Titanfall. It simply wasn't designed to be. It was a solid battle royale, but nothing more. For some, this was just a minor setback. Surely Titanfall had been in production at the same time. Yeah, that must be it. Except, Respawn announced that they had scrapped the idea a year into production, and that the entirety of Apex Legends was essentially manifested with the sacrifice of the unborn Titanfall 3. Yeah, this is some metal shit right here.
Well, at least we got the old games, guys. Right? Wait. What's that noise? Oh my god.
The infamous hacking and DDoS epidemic of 2021 hit both Titanfalls like a truck. Hackers had tried to attack Apex Legends during the 4th of July, also known as Freedom Day, when the developers were on holiday. Well, EA couldn't have none of that with their prized cash cow. So, they implemented fixes within days. The attacks weren't working anymore. So, what targets were left? Well, turns out the Titanfall games. All unguarded, gates wide open. No security whatsoever. The Titanfall servers were attacked relentlessly for months. But because the games were old, the devs had no incentive to implement drastic measures. The siege lasted for months, and pilots had to endure in the hopes that the hackers would eventually get bored. At this time, around the early 2020s, the sanity of some pilots has started to crack. Titanfall 3 had been teased for years by multiple parties. People had theorized for years of all the possibilities to the most minute of details, only for it all to be repeatedly taken away. And with the hacking epidemic, things weren't looking any better. The copium supply was running low.
And you run out of gas. There's nothing more frustrating when that happens.
This mix of constant ups and downs, disappointments and disasters led to an atmosphere where humor branded by pessimistic irony thrived. Pilots who believed in Titanfall 3 were told to simply take their meds.
Yeah, I did take the meds. Yeah, I took the meds. Right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I didn't take any meds? I did take my meds. Didn't I take the meds? I did.
One of us, Google Gobble, one of us. We accept that one of us. Google Gobble, one of us. We accept that one of us.
The mere possibility of Titanfall 3 was a delusion, a concept within and without reach, akin to a vivid socially shared fever dream. The only medication to repeatedly dampen down on those beliefs, to tone down expectations all the time, repeatedly over and over again, thus leading to the belief that the only salvation to the average Titanfall pilot was to resort to the pills, to control one's sanity, to not go insane. And what if I told you it has gotten even worse as of late? According to recent news, there's another game being developed within the Titanfall universe. Understandably, the whole fanbase went utterly off the rails with insane rambles of Titanfall 3. You see, what the informant told us was that it's likely not Titanfall 3, and that the game has weapons and characters from the Titanfall universe. Excuse me for a second. Oh, come on! Could've they left it any more open-ended? What? The next game could literally be anything. It could be Titanfall 3, but it also could be stuff like Apex Legends 2.0 or something. People don't want to believe in a Titanfall 3 anymore if it's never going to be made. And yet they are repeatedly being teased with the possibility of piloting Titans again. We can't be sure of anything anymore, and our stockpile of pills is running low. Is anything real? Am I real? Where's my Titan? Where's my Titan? I need to pilot my Titan. Just taken away from me.
Out, he's getting dangerous. He hasn't taken his meds.
Titanfall 3 is real. It is real, and I won't take my pills anymore. Come on, throw your fists.
Somebody get the
Show me how a real pilot
Watch out,
fights.
watch out.
You will be my second
thanks for watching this far, and now let me tell you something. This channel is going to change quite rapidly in the future, and I have plans in motion, most of which involve a VR headset. But because those things are crazy expensive, at this pace it's gonna take forever to earn one, as we all might agree. Being a PNG tuber is kind of pre-2020 stuff, and these days it's much more common to find 3D animated avatars on channels. Does this mean I'm becoming a VTuber? Well, if you think so, but I wouldn't describe myself as a VTuber, even if I had an avatar. I just couldn't, I'm that much of a boomer. I'm just dreaming of it because it would make the business of animating and expression much easier compared to just flat 2D drawings which take forever to assemble in Krita and other free software I use. It would make my production a lot more faster. So, you have that to look up forward to. If you like my content, please share it around. It also helps me accelerate my pace towards my goals, to bring my vision to clarity to reality. And first and foremost, to entertain all of you, of course. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you around.